Hello and welcome back to Betches. I'm Sami.
And I'm Aleen. I thought you were going to say, welcome to DST.
Oh, I could have. I mean, I was like, what am I here for again? What's up? Jordana's out. We missed you last week. How were LA and London?
LA and London were great. I was in, Jordana and I overlapped for one day in LA. She came to, I spoke at Create and Cultivate, which was fun. Wait, so speaking of that, whoa, I needed to tell you. I spoke at Create and Cultivate, and then I went to London from I went to LA all the way there, and then I went from LA to London,
right,
which was like 10.5-hour flight for the UK launch, UK Betches launch party, Betches UK launch party for we did a big client facing party with a bunch of UK creators. It was actually really great. But wait, so I wanted to tell you. So I wanted to go to the bathroom. It was right next to the green room. And
at Create and Cultivate.
At Create and Cultivate.
Okay.
And I was like,
where are we?
Oh, sorry. And this girl was like, you can go in front of me. I'm like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you so much, because I'm about to go speak. And she's like, by the way, I was the one who started the DST Peloton Facebook group. I'm like, what? I'm like,
my
what
gosh.
are the chances? She's like, yeah, and you shouted me out on the podcast. I was like, that's amazing. Like, what are the I go, oh my God. And I gave her a big hug. And I was like,
crazy.
She was like the first person I met at Create and Cultivate. That wasn't like one of the people that walked me in or whatever. And one of the speakers, I was like, that's like, what a world.
It's crazy that she was just next to you in the waiting for the bathroom.
Crazy.
Wait, I actually think I haven't been logged into my Peloton account in a few years, but
I sold my bike.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I sold my bike. I have
someone picked it up on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, we sold it. Oh. Yeah, where was it? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I think that my hashtag on that thing would probably still be
mine is
on my
still
bio.
DST.
Be DST.
Same.
Oh my God, I gotta check that out.
I
That's so
have
funny.
the Peloton Tread, which we enjoy.
Okay, so you still are in the Pelo game,
but I have
maybe
to
I'm
say,
gonna use the Peloton.
You know what else I did? I did SoulCycle.
This doesn't shock me. You love SoulCycle.
I know. And not only did I do SoulCycle in LA, I did SoulCycle in New York the other day in Long Island. And I posted on my own story, I was like, confession, I still love SoulCycle. And do you know how many people were like, me too, same, I still go.
There's nothing wrong with SoulCycle.
Somebody was like, you're brave to share this. I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're brave? I mean, it's a cycling class.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think SoulCycle was great. I actually enjoyed SoulCycle genuinely. You know, I would go if I did a workout class.
I'm just I just don't care as much as if I'm in the front row, if I'm not on pace. You know, that was the whole culty vibe.
The whole thing, it was culty because other people cultified it.
There is still lots of cult-like stuff around specific teachers.
See, that's embarrassing.
There's one instructor that I remember when I went to that is quite attractive. And the girl, he has groupies, and they all are in the front row.
How old are they?
Still, 30s probably.
Really?
And they're they're having orgasms. I remember it. I remember this one girl. I used to go to his class. I was too scared to go in the front row because they were so insane. But yeah,
it's so weird that there's a falsely enforced hierarchy in SoulCycle based on how good you are at SoulCycle.
And it's not even how good, because I don't think it because you can be good and have a very low resistance, but you're just on pace and you're not getting a workout because you're just oh no, I just want to impress my instructor. I'm not down for that. I like to crank up that resistance.
Well, then you're not a warrior if you don't.
I'm not a warrior.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you're not a renegade or a
so
warrior.
it just gave me it
nostalgia?
Just reminded me of back in the day when we were on the Upper East Side. The two of us lived in our apartment, when we finally could afford to live in Manhattan. After Betches started, we live on the Upper East Side, 2 blocks away from each other. And you introduced me to SoulCycle. You're like, Aleen, you got it. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and I would wear my big T-shirts because I was
I remember saying
no arm, know, all that stuff.
You know what I was thinking about? It felt so unaffordable to live in Manhattan then, and now it's 5 times that.
I know.
It's so and I just think how?
No,
I don't get it.
I don't know.
How is anyone supposed to live?
I had fond memories of my refrigerator that was under the counter, and I was this is the life.
Like a baby fridge and baby dishwasher, and
Yeah,
that was
no.
perfect. I've
I had
never
no
been as
dishwasher.
like happy as I was in
Dishwasher
that
was like
apartment.
a luxury.
Oh yeah.
I was just eating eating on one plate. Like I was in a
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was
good times.
Honestly, like I can like still recall that feeling of freedom of like
Same.
the first week of living alone, and like, wow.
And the
this
two
is
of
the
us were
rest of my life.
obsessed with buying like tchotchkes
Objects?
and objects.
Yeah, things that were
from-
like $40. That was like the most we could afford for it for. Yeah.
And it was just like I still have a few of them in my
same.
house.
I still have yours in my
that
house.
I gave you. Yeah, it's like I'm over this vase here.
Yeah, no, I have that now. I still have your boss.
Good times.
And yeah, nostalgic. Speaking of nostalgia,
Yeah.
guess where I'm going tomorrow?
I mean, I know, but I can pretend to guess.
Okay, pretend to guess.
Camp.
Camp. I am going to my old sleepaway camp tomorrow.
I know.
But what's amazing is that it started from this podcast. Like this came about because of this show.
Wait, I didn't know this.
Okay, so one of like my old head counselors from
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago is a listener of this show.
Oh my God.
And she, we DM'd or whatever. And she was like, would you want to come up and do like for like the CAs and CITs, which is like the year between your like last year as a camper and
Okay.
your first year as a counselor.
Yeah.
They have like CITs, whatever. And they
Right.
have like a fellowship now so
Oh.
that they can like do something before like a leadership type thing.
Okay.
So she was like, would you want to come and like talk to them about, having a media business? I'm like, yeah, I obviously want to go to camp and talk about having a media business.
I know you texted me about it. I wish I could come because
Yeah.
I didn't go to this camp, but this is where Rusty and his
Brothers
brothers
went.
went to camp, and where his mom was a nurse, and
Yes, she was my nurse my first year of camp.
where my niece is right now, and where Mila's gonna go. So I was like, I would love to go. I've never been.
You have to come.
And I
Oh
hear
my
it's
gosh.
incredible. I know. I wish I could have come.
So upset you couldn't come. So I recruited two of my camp friends to come with
so
me,
fun.
and they also both work in media. One of them is like a brand; she works in brand partnerships, and the other one is Robin Roberts, head of content for her production company.
Oh, cool.
So we're teaching a little session on how to build your personal brand.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
we're
God,
gonna
that's so fun.
and we're gonna like go to the barbecue, and we're going to
It's alumni weekend, I think, that weekend.
but we're not staying for the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
But we're gonna be like the only ones there.
Okay.
I think I'm very excited, and Avi's gonna come.
Are you staying in a bunk?
No, we're going home. It's like, okay, it's crazy how like it used to feel like camp is so far. It's
Yes.
another world. It's 2 hours away.
Right. It's
like it's right there. Like I'm gonna go back and
some people though go to camp very far. My camp, the one
Yeah.
that I went to, was also just like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I have a very distinct memory, like going home from camp. My dad picked me up, and listening to Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy, like
Yes.
blasting it on the radio,
Yeah.
and like singing it. So I'm
remember
I was just like being so like happy, like camp, just like.
once I like did, like yeah, it's once I
best.
was like, okay, we're going. I started getting the feeling that I would get when I was a child, and I was like gonna go to camp in a few
Yeah.
weeks, and like, oh my God, like I'm gonna go soon. Like I'm gonna go to Blue Ridge soon. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm excited to tell you about it. Shout out to Rachel and Joanna, our listeners, who are the reason
out.
that I'm going here.
I love
so
that.
I'm very excited. I'm like, by the time this comes out, I will have already been
I
there.
want to see some
and
of your
so
camp pics.
I'll find some.
Yeah, I want to see.
I'm also just so excited to see like what they did with the place.
What was yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What
Gotta
was-
get ready for
What was your
Mila.
favorite thing to do in camp? Like, what's your what did you what do you remember?
Oh man, I remember everything about it. Like I was like,
You don't give me camp person vibes.
I
though.
don't have camp person vibes.
You don't.
because so I never cared to like.
Rusty's a camp person vibe.
Oh yeah, and also like Blue Ridge Equinunk are like it's the most like diehard.
So
People are
diehard.
so diehard
They
about it.
okay. During my wedding, they played the
Thunder
Bruce
Road.
Thunder Road.
Yes, that is a big camp
and
thing.
they
Everyone sings Thunder Road.
all came. Like I was like, I'm getting out of
Well,
this.
the
Like
thing is,
I'm
that's
not
even, like-
included.
that's not even like a camp. Like I guess it is
That
camp
is.
because it's like
It's all his
everyone
camp guys.
It is no, but it's like that's not even like an
And girls.
Equinunk thing. You know what I mean? Like it's. I mean it's
Yes,
it has
it is.
become an Equinunk thing, but it's not associated with Equinunk. It's not like an Equinunk song. It's just a thing that people have like bonded over,
Yeah.
but it's not like
Yeah.
the camp didn't make it up.
Yeah.
But people are so diehard about like random traditions. Like okay, I think. The reason I'm not like a campy person is like I feel like I can't like stay that into something.
Yeah, no,
like being
me
like
too.
super obsessed with something makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel vulnerable.
You get obsessed with stuff, but just like for very short periods of time.
Exactly.
I guess me too.
I mean, like more like
No.
you know how, like Avi loves like Goose, like, and he just.
I
Like,
love Mumford. I'm going next week.
but I might go. I don't really want to go, but yeah,
we
sorry.
don't want you there. No offense.
Okay, Avi wants to go, but you know how he like could just
can
go
go
to
with
like every
us.
day. He could go to a,
Yeah.
you know, and like it's always on his mind.
He's a music man.
It's not even that. It's like people. Some people can just like get really super into stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
You're into Taylor Swift.
it's not the same way. It's like just not like.
You're into White Lotus.
But it's again, it's
You're
like
into politics.
it's again like that's. It's not like
You're
the
into
same.
your dogs.
What I'm saying is like being a fan of something.
Okay.
You know.
I guess. Yeah, like I was never like a deep camp person. But you know what I do remember from camp?
What?
Being loving arts and crafts, being really obsessed with the fact that I could just exercise a lot and eat only salads so that when I come home, I was skinnier. Like
yeah, that was a
literally
total- that was
remember
a
that.
thing. Yeah, that was a thing.
There was one summer that I played tennis. I didn't do any other activity but played tennis. I played tennis against the wall. I played tennis so that I played tennis again during swim. I didn't want to like go. Maybe I'm serious. So I played tennis against the boys, and I was just like this tennis crazy person. And then that summer I was like, wow, skins.
No, I know. I definitely had some like body shit tied up in the camp thing. And,
Yeah. Mine was so tied
which was
up.
like, wow, I'm back at my Blue Ridge weight, going back to Blue Ridge. This is wonderful.
So fucked up.
I'm really
That's
just
so
I'm fucking
fucked up.
around. But what was my favorite thing about camp? Honestly,
also
I
being
think
boy
it
crazy.
wasn't like when I look back, it's not necessarily like one thing as much as it is like the fact that you have this place that is like your home. And it really does. Like I feel like I'm going back to my home after 20 years.
That's really sweet.
And it's like very honestly, I decided to go all on like, so they have like a YouTube now where they show all the like
I
the
know.
sing stuff. And I was watching it and I was
yeah.
like, so one of the songs I was like crying. And I was thinking, I was like, if Aleen heard this song and she like went here and then Mila were growing, like she would lose it. I'll
What's
send
the
it
song?
to you. I'll send it to you. It's the alma mater. It's like the new
Okay.
alma mater, this old one, the new one. I'll
Okay.
send it to you. And it's just like the lyrics are so devastatingly sad / happy.
/happy.
I'll send it to you. You're going to have to learn for, when Mila goes. So
I know.
It's going to be so fun. Can I come when Mila goes?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's going to be so fun. Okay. Amazing.
We can do part 2 of how to build a media company.
Maybe we'll
Mila
do-
goes to
maybe
camp
we'll do
in
such a-
15 years. No,
maybe
not
we'll do-
15. No, she's
Like 4.
In
Going
4.
camp in like 4 years.
4 or 5. We'll see.
Oh my God.
The thing that I have a bone to pick with a lot of camps these days, though. I
What?
gotta be honest.
What?
I don't love the overexposure of children on social media.
I agree. I think it's so strange.
I have asked a lot of moms, and nobody agrees with me. Everyone's like,
Because they want to see their
they
kid.
want more and more and more, and I'm like. I hate it. I hate it so much, but nobody agrees with me. Everyone thinks you're crazy. Who cares? It's,
No, I'm actually with you.
I
was
just
thinking.
don't
I was
like
actually
it.
thinking this as I was going through as
I
I was
don't like-
looking at the pictures. I was like, I'm harmless, but it's actually kind of creepy that like any random
Anybody
person
could
could
see it.
this.
A and B.
But
I also don't like the fact that there's cameras in everybody's faces all the time.
I don't think it's as much as you think.
I know
'Cause-
it is.
No, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but when we went, we had someone going around taking pictures, but it wasn't like all day. It was,
wasn't.
and because it's so big, the camp is so big.
They're filming everything.
No, they're not. It just feels like they're filming everything because there's
Okay,
a
fine.
lot of things being shown, but it's not like
Yeah.
there's a camera on you all day. Not even
Fine.
close.
But
Like
even,
not even close.
Even like the girls' dance practices. Like I don't want to see it.
I don't.
Like,
I don't.
keep it to yourself.
I haven't seen any dance practices at Blue
that's
Ridge,
all I
but I'll
see.
check it out.
Anyway.
but no, I'm actually with you entirely because it's like. It's just such like an easy.
I've asked so many people,
creepy
though, they
thing.
disagree with me.
Well, because people want to see their own kids.
I know.
But what they used to have was you had to like log in.
That's
to
what it
see
should
the
be.
photos.
Why does it
Yeah.
have to be on social?
I agree with that. I also think it's like weird that I can see like the layout of the camp.
Same.
Although they are, I will say for this, like they were very
They have strict security.
they're strict in terms of like who they'll let in.
No, I
like
know.
I know that.
I
So
know.
yeah.
Anyway, camp. Love
Camp.
All right. Let's talk about Sydney Sweeney has good genes.
Yeah. Yeah. This ad is really just kicking up all the discourse.
This is our cringe of the week this week.
Cringe of the week. This ad is definitely cringe of the week. because however you interpret it, it definitely just made me cringe.
It made me cringe so hard. Here's what. Okay, so everybody is really panicking about having a panic over one of the little campaign. So I watched all of the shit that exists online about this campaign.
The whole campaign. Yeah.
It's like the whole thing is basically Sydney Sweeney's the face of it, and the tagline is Sydney Sweeney has good genes, and like jeans is crossed out with jeans with a J.
Genetics to denim.
Yes, jeans, like she's hot is my interpretation. My interpretation of the way that they probably intended it.
Yeah.
Was Sydney Sweeney is hot.
Yes.
And all of the
Genetics.
all of the assets she has, and for the male gaze is what I think is the vibe, right? But it's crossed out to say she has good genes, and jeans she means American Eagle. They mean American Eagle jeans. The one of the clips, parts of the script of the ad that people do not like, which I agree is the cringiest, was she basically says like jeans determine.
I'll just read it.
Read it.
I'm gonna read it, but can I read it in the way she said it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of the whole cringe is the way it's delivered. But okay, go.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Okay, also the whole thing, the camera pans like from her legs to her waist where she's like buttoning or pulling up her pants, and then it gets to her face, and she like looks at the camera, she goes, my eyes are blue. She has beautiful eyes. She's beautiful. And then I think that's, so everybody is panicking because it's like the subtle, the subliminal messaging, not so subliminal.
Because she's blonde hair and blue eyes. And the idea of having superior genes, better genes,
yes.
whatever is a eugenicsy phrase, and people heard that dog whistle, especially in this political climate. And I think that was really tough. Like,
and also using the word offspring was an interesting choice.
Offspring, right? Well, I guess you could like pass down your denim, as my mother does to me.
Yeah. Genes are passed down. So genes, like with a J, are passed down from parents to offspring. Like, no, I don't want to wear my mom's jeans. Like, no offense to her. I would wear your mom's jeans because Aleen and I have the same style.
Yeah,
like she would wear this.
She'd wear this exact outfit, not those shoes.
She wouldn't wear those shoes. Other than that, she and I wear the same stuff. In fact, I'll ask her before I buy something. And okay, so that was one of them, and then the rest. There was one. It's all very like sultry. It's all very like a little.
Why do you hire Sydney Sweeney unless you want to go sultry?
Semi-sensual. She's pulling up these. One of the ads was where she was like, one of the pieces of creative was that she was wearing very oversized jeans, and she was like rolling up her jeans like to fit, like almost.
That's how
people
wears
used to do that.
Their Sophie shorts.
Yeah, but her jeans, and she's like, don't you want to wear jeans like me?
No, I want jeans that
like
fit.
Something like that. And then there was like one that was like, to be honest, like I thought this was cringy, like, okay, but the cringiest one to me was when she was like, I'm not telling you to wear American Eagles jeans. See what I did there? And then she like short circuits. I was just like, it was like this cringy like ad.
I think people thought she was trying to like do an ode, or they were trying to do an ode to like Brooke Shields and Calvin Klein, which is not something I think you want to do an ode to if you know how that whole commercial went down.
To be honest, I don't.
It was okay. Like she was like 15 or 14.
Oh.
And they were having like, if you look at the ad, you see the way she's like moving. It was also like kind of sensual where she's buttoning it up. And then the line is nothing comes between me and my Calvins, meaning she doesn't wear underwear.
Okay.
But like her, like I think the way she was treated on set, like the way she was treated in general as a model at that time was like really inappropriate.
Okay. Wait, so one thing I saw from like the head of marketing who came up with this campaign before the backlash happened, she like wrote, I think it was on LinkedIn.
Oh, I saw this. It was like she put out her LinkedIn like I didn't
saw it on
LinkedIn.
Like I saw it as the post, and I was reading it, as you do before you wake up in the morning and like scrolling
check LinkedIn first.
No, it was just
that's why you're the CEO.
I was like, what am I doing on LinkedIn at 6 a.m.?
You're the CEO. That's what you're doing.
And I saw her post about it, and it was basically she was like telling kind of the backstory of how this came about,
Yeah.
and it was like
might have
their
taken a
first call.
Screenshot.
Oh, okay. If you have a screenshot, otherwise I'm going
might.
to paraphrase my memory because I didn't screenshot because I didn't think anything of it because I didn't know what it was. And so basically, she asks Sydney. They ask Sydney Sweeney if she's like down to be edgy or something.
Oh,
push
yeah.
the boundaries.
And she was like,
yeah, let's push it.
let's
Like that's
push it.
not
Yeah,
what she
that was
said.
what it-
Paraphrasing, but essentially,
But that is kind of what she said.
That's what she was like basically praising her
Her
for,
own
like,
idea.
her own idea, and the fact that she was so happy Sydney Sweeney was down to let them like run with the creative. So if anything, they were taking full credit for this. Like it was not Sydney Sweeney who had creative input on this. She kind of just went with it, I think. So if anything,
I don't think she has any right to change the script. And also, she probably did this one of 16 videos.
I mean, she has the right. Like, she doesn't have the right to change the script. She has creative input. It's her own personal brand. Like,
I mean,
definitely.
I would
So,
probably
but I think she's saying that she didn't. And I, as much of backlash as there is, the American Eagle stock has risen 20%.
it's now a meme stock.
No, it is not a meme stock.
If it goes up 20% because Sydney Sweeney does your ad, it's a meme stock.
That's not, no.
No, the value of a company does not go up 20%. It doesn't make sense.
It's
I guess maybe they're whatever.
It's not
whatever.
a meme
Either
stock.
way.
Meme stocks like Redditors just wanting to say like let's raise this just because as a joke. Like
I think
this
it
is
could also be like tied to something. Whatever. It doesn't.
Whatever.
Either way. What I think we've learned is that if a company wants their stock price to go up, do something bad. Do something fucked up. Because, cheat with the HR executive.
Yeah.
Do
I mean, that was
whatever you need to
another
do.
that was another thing. Did you see that Gwyneth did the
Yes.
ad for Astronomer?
And that was amazing. But it's even more amazing.
What?
The CEO is now trying to sue Coldplay.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
The nerve. The nerve.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Take some responsibility.
Yeah.
You're like, he should sue him.
No, I don't. No. He definitely shouldn't sue. It's just ridiculous. But like, I think
help
Ryan
him.
Reynolds' business did the ad.
It did.
Yeah, which reminded me so much of Peloton, the Peloton ad back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, he does have that straight to pick the right person to talk straight to camera about this one thing and use like a deadpan kind of script. It kind of sounded like him. He
It
does have
sounded
a voice.
exactly like him.
One thing I will say about this American Eagle thing, some
Yeah.
people are like, they did it on purpose. They didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
It is a dog whistle.
what do you
It's
think?
not a white supremacy thing. I think it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think they understand that it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because whether they fall on the side of this is wrong or this is right, they know they're going to sell more jeans and they know that there will be people who will buy those jeans
Mm-hmm.
because of the backlash, quote unquote. And there will be people who are now talking about the talking and talking about the discourse. Now I've seen all these think pieces that are like, not a ton of them, but I've seen a bunch of takes that are like, this is why the Democrats lose because we can't even take a jeans commercial
No,
seriously.
literally.
It's like, yes, but also
That's what all the
like,
comments are.
It is, but also like, how hard would it have been to just cut the script? Like just take the sound off that one ad and I think you have like a fine campaign. Like I didn't give no problems.
I thought the other creepier thing of that was like the man's voice who does the tag. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It's basically he's like, Sydney Sweeney has good jeans. It's like an old school ad.
Yeah, it definitely codes
it's
conservative.
Just creepy because it's like this man over like talking. It's just bad. It's very like not conservative, but conservative.
codes
Yeah, but I think
conservative.
it
Regressive.
feels regress. Yes, it's a regression.
Regressive.
It's regressive. That's the word of like it felt a little bit like it took women back, just a little bit.
But here's the thing: the culture is regressive.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make money on it.
They're gonna make lots of
They're
money.
gonna benefit from us
have
talking about
already.
it. Here we are doing it, giving you money, putting it in your pockets. Yeah. But the thing is, like, okay, so when people look at things a different way, how are they gonna feel about this ad? Like, how are they gonna feel about it looking back? You know what I mean? I mean, even the name American Eagle is is a conservative
Yeah, that's
coded
true.
name.
Never even thought about
Like
that.
and it makes sense. Like,
But they're
this
going
is
by
where they know-
AE now.
Okay, everyone knows who you are. It's like it's all like it makes sense that they did it.
Yeah.
I see why they thought it would be fine, and it is fine.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
look at
Oh
the
here,
money.
even Doja Cat, she mocked the ad because the male voice is Southern too. That's what I mean. It's just like a little bit. It's a little bit. It definitely rubs
Some people the right way and some people the wrong way.
And oh my God, I was looking through comments and it was all like, can't you people take a joke?
It's also not a joke. It's not a joke. It's actually quite
a pun.
revealing. Yeah,
It's a pun. It's not a joke.
Yes, correct. Correct. Well, that's why we're the
It's a very
out-of-touch
obvious-
coastal elite who are sitting here being like, it's a pun.
It's a pun, guys.
Yeah.
Don't you
It's not
know
a
what
joke.
a joke is?
Exactly.
My pinky and my coffee.
Hello.
yes.
Don't you even know what a semicolon is?
Honestly. Besides watching some ads, let's talk about what we're watching this week. I feel like Happy Gilmore was everywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, so I watched Happy Gilmore last night.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I started at like 10:30. I was high.
Okay.
So like while
Oh my God, was it funnier?
I don't even I couldn't tell you what I even watched other than here's the thing. I don't remember so many specifics of the movie as much as because I fell asleep kind of at the end. But
Same.
But I do remember how it made me feel.
Which?
Was great.
Okay.
It was great.
As you say that, I forgot about watching things high and how much better of an experience that is. I forgot about.
I mean, that's
how
like
much
the perfect high movie.
I did that. I used to do that all the time, and now I only I drink my cans to relax.
Okay.
My CANN.
Try to do that.
Here's what I enjoyed that Adam Sandler, first of all, I love how much care he took to doing this part 2 because he's done a lot of movies since his main glory era that sucked.
Yeah.
Just absolutely cheesy, not funny, just dumb, hard to watch. What I liked about this was that they really tried to keep it feeling
Authentic.
yeah, authentic, sure, whatever. But he tried to get that feeling back where it wasn't too cheesy. I think he brought in his cameos. I think it was done very audience first. It was done for the fans in a way that wasn't it was done well. I mean, it
didn't seem like something he did just get a bunch of money.
I agree. And I think he really wanted to pay homage to the first one. What was interesting was the flashbacks and how everybody has aged. You know who hasn't aged? Julie Bowen.
Yeah.
She has stayed the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody Steve. I also love Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi, the fact that he can do Broadwalk Empire and Sopranos to doing
those are
fucking
kind of the same.
Big Daddy and this.
Yeah. I mean, he's
He's
Armageddon.
Oh
Seen
yeah.
Armageddon.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Steve Buscemi movies.
So my favorite Steve Buscemi classics is Armageddon.
He's great in it. You gotta.
Ben Affleck.
I know what you mean because when I was watching it, it just sort of reminded me good Adam Sandler movies have a certain vibe. I can't describe it any other way other than my mind visualizes a bright sun of happiness. He's funny and you can just feel good when it's on. And I felt that this had that. And then also it felt like a late 90s comedy, where it was not just a money grab because they need to.
So the Judd Apatow comedies and all of that,
Yeah.
that was an era. Maybe Adam Sandler was testing to see if that kind of era of comedy can come back.
That's what everyone's wanted.
Yeah, so I think maybe
And
that
rom-coms.
was. Well, rom-coms are sort of back. I just watched The Materialists.
But that's not the old.
It was a little.
rom-coms.
There's another rom-com coming. There's a lot of rom-coms that are.
But are they
But the
old
dumb
ones?
rom-coms no. But I would love another You've Got Mail.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Where are those? Who?
They'll come back.
That there's gonna come.
But there were some really good cameos. Bad Bunny was hilarious.
Yeah, he
in
was.
this, he really showed his versatility.
think
Travis
of Travis
Kelce.
Kelce?
I mean, he was good.
He was good.
Did you
for
see
him-
Taylor Swift posted?
Yes, which is
the
pretty rare.
poster.
Yeah.
Supporting her
Yeah,
BF.
she never does
Cute,
that.
so cute. Eminem.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller was a good
really funny.
one.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Margaret Qualley as much.
One thing I didn't think was necessary was the entire plot of the maxi golf. Like, it was
Yeah.
enough that he just needed to win the money to get his daughter to ballet school.
Yeah.
I didn't need like to have the whole game of golf at stake. Like, it was too much.
I liked it because it reminded me of dodgeball.
A little bit, yeah.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
I just didn't like know why they needed that.
I agree. But maybe it was like
Like,
it was a commentary on AI.
I thought it was a commentary on live golf.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's what Rusty said. I didn't know what that is.
Oh, it's the new Saudi Arabian owns golf league. It's like
That's what Rusty said. Yeah.
they're trying to pull all the PGA people so like they can own our sports. Because
that's exactly what it is.
It's going to be owned by every other country in like just about 5 minutes.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't need a Happy Gilmore 3 though.
No. What would we do? It's going to get we have to do golf on the moon?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
what would it be about? I don't really think he needs that. But you know what I do love?
What would happen?
Adam Sandler's personal brand.
Yeah.
Speaking of personal brand, Adam Sandler, he showed up to a premiere driving himself, pulls up in his outfit, his usual standard.
Where'd he leave the car?
He just like left it for the valet to take. He pulls up by himself. He meets his wife and daughters there because they obviously got hair and makeup. He did not, obviously.
Where was this?
I don't know, Manhattan.
Okay.
And then he
drove in Manhattan?
Yeah, he drove like a giant car.
In Manhattan?
Yeah.
Okay.
He pulls up, probably because they were like getting ready for a long time and he just puts on his, golf shirt and gym shorts. The same shit. And then also I love his personal brand also that he like really he talks there's recently a quote about that he said, and maybe I'm just like feeding into the Adam Sandler propaganda, but like
that's okay.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
There's worse propaganda out there.
He is
like about
great.
The Jane.
He's very confident in himself, which I love, and he's like
Wouldn't you be?
He's like, I just love to spend time with my family. He's like, that is what my goal is essentially. He's like, the more I'm with them, the happier I am. And that's why he pulls them into all the movies he does. Like that was his 2 daughters. Like one was in the AA and the other one was his daughter.
The AA one was I was like, the AA girl looks so familiar. I knew that his daughter was his daughter.
Because she looks just like him.
Right. I was like, wait, that must be the other
That's
daughter.
the daughter
Also,
that
were in
looks
the
just
Bat
like him.
Mitzvah
Yeah,
movie.
right. And
That's
they've
how I
grown
know
up
them.
since.
Yeah.
And the younger one was the daughter, the ballerina.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then the wife was the ballet teacher.
Yes. What I feel is that that I really feel like you can feel that he's like a good guy.
Hope so.
Like,
we never really know, but I hope so.
You never really know, but you do hear whispers.
I
just sense that he's a good guy.
I trust nothing, but yeah.
There's a difference between trust and feeling like, okay, I don't see him.
You get the vibes.
I get a vibe like he actually does want to be with his family. Like he's not saying that for show.
Yeah.
He's not saying that because he wants to seem like a hero and a good dad.
Hello, man.
Like he's genuine. He feels just
that.
like a real guy who got really famous. And I think it's hard to get famous like that in this day and age.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Probably Billy Madison.
Yeah, that's the one that I quote the most. I love that.
It's also just like it's iconic. Like the whole concept of it is very original. Like there's no other movies that have that concept.
Yeah.
Or even close to that.
You're only cool if you pee your pants.
Yeah. Like there's no movie where it's like it doesn't even have no movie even has that structure.
Sometimes I shake Rusty's face the way that he shakes the kid, like stay in school.
Stay as long as you can.
Stop staring at me, Swan. Oh, and also, business ethics. I just say 24/7.
Yeah. Or we are all dumber
for having listened to you.
That, like there's so
many Miss Lippy. Oh, Miss Lippy.
There's so many fucking.
That is the best.
That is the
also,
best
what's his face from Brad from West
Whitford.
Wing?
Yeah,
he's the best in that.
I need to go home and watch that like now.
That's like another like very serious actor who happens to do something epic. You know what movie I love?
What?
Just Go With It.
I was just talking about that with them.
It's the best movie.
I was just talking about it.
I have to say though, that's on the really cheesy side.
I was just talking about that.
But it is a fucking funny movie with like Nicole Kidman.
Devlin.
It is Jennifer Aniston. That to me was just so good. But it was really corny and cheesy.
That's fine. What other movies is he in?
But it was just, Daddy is my favorite adult. Anytime that movie was on E! News, RIP, or whatever, on E! I always watched it. I always just kept it on. I sat through the commercials.
It's an easy one.
Have you been seeing all of the pictures of them filming Devil Wears Prada?
Of course I have, and I don't like it.
You don't?
No.
Why?
It brings it down to and just like that level for me. And
I agree.
it's like I don't want to.
I don't want
to see.
I don't want
Let
to
me see the
either.
movie. Also, what is with this
Overexposure is
fucking
a thing.
sparkly water bottle.
I didn't see
Miranda
that.
Priestley would never.
Really, I didn't see that.
It's like a rhinestone water bottle. Which
You're
you never
getting.
have.
I think you're getting a lot of what's her name, Meryl Streep content, and I'm getting a lot of Anne Hathaway content on my.
I don't get any Anne Hathaway content.
You want to know why? Because I follow Gemma Wynn, the jewelry designer, and she's posting a lot of her wearing that.
I don't get
also,
that much
Paris,
from-
Texas. Like I follow all these brands, these fashion
I
brands,
follow so many brands. It's like
and so they're
ridiculous.
posting her wearing it, and I'm worried.
I'm not. I don't.
I'm worried about
too.
this movie.
Me too. It's giving Sex and the City movie.
It's
which
giving
I don't feel
Sex and the
comfortable
City.
with.
I agree.
I might just not see it.
No, I'm gonna. You're not gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
If I hear that it's so bad, if I hear that it is entering in just like that territory, I won't see it because I don't need to like ruin this whole thing for me. I don't need to like. I have enough in my brain.
Yeah.
See, I'm
you
not
do.
a fan. I don't need to like.
You
credit
are
that
a
with-
Meryl fan, though.
Yeah, but like I don't need
Would
to.
you
like,
say you're a Meryl fan?
Would I say I'm a Meryl? Of course I'm a Meryl.
So you're a fan.
So I don't need to see, but I'm not like
You're not standing in line to get an autograph like we did for Lisa Vanderpump?
like I wouldn't. No, she could like be in a play, and I wouldn't go see it necessarily.
What? Yes,
Yeah.
you would.
I might, but if I didn't want to see the play, I wouldn't see it. One time, my mom and I did go see Meryl in Shakespeare in the Park, though.
So
It was
you
insane.
did do exactly that.
I was 17, but it was like, see, I don't like being a fan. I learned like
You're
being a fan is,
still
like,
you by definition of fan. You are still a fan of Meryl because you are.
I am, but I'm not.
You
like,
went to a show and said 17, and now you are still talking about
she was
Meryl,
in Devil Wears Prada.
and you love her. Please.
I do, but it's like I'm not gonna like go to a fan club. I'm not gonna start like
when
an
you were
account for her.
10, you said in your 5th grade yearbook that you wanted to be an award-winning
Academy
actor,
Award-winning
Academy Award-winning,
actress.
and I know it was inspired by Meryl Streep.
I don't think it was. I don't think I was aware of her when I was 5th grade.
I
No, I don't think I knew of her in 5th grade. I wasn't.
I
like,
have so
aware
much doubt.
Oh my god! Yeah, I didn't see that movie then. I definitely wasn't aware of her. I just knew I wanted to win an Academy Award. That was more probably based on like Kate Winslet.
Sammy, there's still time. Other sequels that are coming out.
Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday.
I'm
Did you
so
see
excited for
my acting debut?
that was really good.
I want to be a middle-aged white lady with a mortgage. I don't even pay my own rent.
I watched it like 5 times.
Really? Did you see
Yeah.
part 2 as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I
It was very
loved
clever.
acting.
Shout out to the video team.
Freakier Friday 2. I'm pumped for that. Lindsay Lohan is looking fire like Pookie on the red carpet.
Yeah.
She's glowing. So is Jamie Lee Curtis. Love it all. Okay, but the
Jamie
other
Lee Curtis was also here.
she was.
Videos.
Yeah, we did a great video.
I can't
Brian
believe
interviewed her. I heard your voice on the thing. Was that fun to
How was
talk
she?
to her?
Very fun. She was very warm and nice.
Yeah, I can imagine
my
that.
gosh.
My back when I was.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh my god.
She does give me grandma vibes.
She's
Was she the one that was in
Freaky Friday one?
No, Beverly Hills Housewives with
Yeah, the
with
wind chimes.
with the wind
Very chic
chimes.
wind chimes.
Very chic wind chimes.
Yeah.
That was her most iconic role.
I think a lot of people agree on
Because
that.
I remember crying laughing
because
during that
she
scene.
was in Halloween too.
I
with
know.
Kyle.
Yes, that's right. Right.
Yeah.
Epic.
Another sequel.
The chicest wind chimes was just the best.
They
But okay.
were chic wind chimes.
Another movie that's coming out is Naked Gun 2.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, well, Naked Gun 1, classic, iconic movie. Naked Gun 2, it's from what, the 80s, 90s, early 90s, late 80s movie, Naked
It
Gun.
sounds like a 90s movie.
88. See, late. I literally said
late
late.
80s.
Okay, but now, so Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are starring in this, and so they're on a press tour.
Oh.
And there's just confirmation that they are dating.
They're a couple now. Yeah.
I am skeptical.
Well, he hasn't been in a relationship since his wife died, Natasha Richardson.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that he wouldn't mess around and say that unless he was.
Natasha Richardson is the one from
died.
Parent Trap
Yeah. Who died?
who died in a ski accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that he wouldn't do that for his like.
Yeah, maybe you're
after
right.
All that time.
Okay, you're right.
You know.
Or maybe he needs money. I don't know. One or the other.
But what's he getting? He's not getting money for saying he's in a relationship with Pamela Anderson.
How do you feel? Yes, absolutely.
Why?
They get paid for PR for the Naked Gun movie. But I have
know.
seen a few posts from people I admire,
never
like
fucked
BJ
around like that,
Novak posted that he thought it was very funny. And then some
movie.
other comedian posted
a
that like
comedy?
it was very funny. Yeah, like
Sounds like an action.
no, it's a action comedy. That's
Okay.
what that's
Like
what
Happy
the
Gilmore.
first one is like. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And okay, so they're dating.
I
Or
like
not,
that.
but dating.
You know, there were some all within like 3 hours of each other.
Yeah.
These really weird couples came
Who
out.
else?
Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas.
No, I've been seeing that
which
for
implies
months.
that she's a Scientologist.
I've been
He
seeing
can't
them
date
together
someone
for
who's not.
months.
Okay, and then Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau.
On a date. Yes, I saw that yesterday.
Why?
The headline was Katy Perry smitten on a date with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Why is it terrible?
I just
I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's wrong. It's wrong. I saw this really
Tell
funny-
me why it's wrong.
It's just like I don't
Why
think
is it wrong?
I just like don't it doesn't
Of
feel
all
right.
things that are wrong in the world.
I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I just feel that Katy Perry should not be dating Justin Trudeau.
it
It
is
just doesn't make any sense.
to me it makes the most sense.
What?
Because it's ridiculous and the world is
It's
ridiculous.
like you pick two names out of a hat.
I think this is what it is. He's hot and single. She's hot and single. Two hot and single bombshells enter the villa.
I mean,
That's what's
honestly-
going on. It's just okay.
I mean,
Katy
he's
Perry's
like negotiated like
I know.
like real
Katy
deals. Like, he's
Perry's
a person.
brand is ridiculous, right?
Yeah,
It is on brand for her, and
but what about him?
he is
You think
now
he's getting paid?
Yep, I don't know, but
Wait, can I say?
I think he's out of politics, so he's just like
he's never going to be out of politics.
he's out of his.
Oh my god, she was the first lady of Canada.
She's not because he's not.
You could again. You never know.
I don't know.
Prime Minister. I always.
That would be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That would-
It's still. I mean, it's that. It's, I'm still there.
That's like Happy Gilmore status.
It's still
that's,
bizarre
to me. Funny, but
Maybe
okay, it's
she's getting.
it's just a date. They're not getting married.
Why are they even? What do you even have to talk about?
Like I don't know, paper bags floating through the wind.
Butterflies,
Daisy.
Daisy. Like it's so silly.
No, okay, it's her daughter.
I saw this really funny tweet that was like all three of those relationship announcements, and then it was like I feel like there's a time traveler who keeps trying to go back and just keeps fucking up
Yeah, that's so funny.
and changing like one little thing. It's like yeah,
That's
I
really
agree with that.
funny. Okay, so we know Katy Perry's on our Betch of the Week based on how you're
Right.
feeling. So who is our Betch of the Week this week?
Oh my god, Adam Sandler,
I love that.
definitely. 100%.
Sandler's our Betch of the Week, Chalamet. And who do we want to send to the Caymans?
The person who congratulated herself for the ad for the American Eagle ad.
I don't know. I feel like their shareholders are very
like-
happy with her.
My feeling is that then you should be happy with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know. I think more that's offensive to me is her pre-bragging.
Pre-bragging. It was just such a LinkedIn post.
LinkedIn
do you know what I
is-
mean?
yeah. LinkedIn is like
It's a platform.
I
for
picture
sure.
like the entire I picture just like
Everybody just
the New
goes
York
thrilled
Stock
to
Exchange
announce.
and Wall Street. Like I picture it being like sucked into a black hole, and that black hole is LinkedIn.
No, you're off. There's no finance.
No, it's not about the finance. I'm talking about like
No.
jobs. I'm picturing it just like
It's what it is.
Like a-
I find it's all just people posturing so hard. But I love LinkedIn for
Networking?
seeing, well, not really as much. Yeah, like reach out to people definitely on
I mean,
LinkedIn.
it's definitely like a useful
It's
platform
great for that.
stuff, you
but
know,
I would
linking in.
say it's also great for like business, so that I can like do research. But that said, the
It's LinkedIn.
fucking the people who are just posting about the steps of all the things that they realize, and I cannot stand it.
Right. It's like we got it. You hustle.
No. It's just like, here are the 5 things I learned from being a dad who also knows how to run a P&L. And then it's like 5 fucking dumb steps. And I'm just like, shut up,
AI wrote.
shut up. I wish there was a shut up like
That would be so
reaction.
funny.
Shut the fuck up.
That's so fun. That should be like we should start an app.
We should need a stand app. That just it's like it's an emoji like
Keep going. Or
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, it could be just like the most
I
simple
can't
Twitter ever. It's just there's only 2
stand
things.
it. LinkedIn influencing to me is literally so annoying.
It's like the death of America. I'm not talking about finance.
It
I'm
is
just talking
not
about
the death of America. It is
To me,
not
to
the
me,
Death
it's
America.
Very much like it's
There's so much
it's
worse.
like zombie capitalism.
It's just influencing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a bunch of just like a circle jerk of bullshit.
It's circle jerks. It's not. It's just a circle. It's narcissistic. It's a place where business meets narcissism.
So we just send LinkedIn to those people.
No, I think we should send the marketing lady.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, this has been fun, Samantha.
This has been very fun.
Good luck. Good luck on your talk.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's over by now because this is coming out Friday.
Well, okay, so good luck on your talk or
Thank
post.
you.
Good job on your talk, Sammy.
Oh,
You did so
I'm gonna try
great.
maybe I'll videotape it.
Okay, you should.
Okay, that's making me nervous, but
No
I will.
videos of the children. And
No, they're not even. I'm not doing it to children. I'm doing it to adults. They're not adults. They're
17-year-olds are still young adults. They're teenagers.
But
They're
I'm
not children.
I'm not.
They're not teenagers.
Yes, I
They're
know.
not-
I've been following the Jeffrey Epstein case. They're definitely teenagers.
Okay, so do you remember the character Debbie Downer from SNL?
Are you calling me that? I'm not a downer.
Literally, it's not a downer, but it's like
It's more like a negative word association.
You need to zoom in on her face and go womp womp. Like every time you do something, we need to do it because that is literally you. It's the death of America.
It's not even like a down. It's more just like
No, it's a down.
sure? I'm not saying
you're
it in a
Debbie
chipper
Downer.
way.
Oh, are you?
It's like
I think that's
our show.
That's our show.
Okay. Before we go, one more thing. Let's make sure everyone knows they should check us out on YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube.com/@Betches.
Thanks
Bye.
for listening.